I am just parked on Suffle Lake Road and Flat Lake Road, and I'm going to go to a lake that I've been meaning to get into for a while. Actually, probably the last 3 years of being up this far northwest Ontario. There's kind of a lake trout triangle between kind of Fort Francis, Atikokan, and Dryden that, I mean, that's lake trout heaven down there. Up here, far and few between. Red Lake used to be a trophy lake trout fishery, but they've slowly kind of died off. But where I'm heading is I kind of have to take 2, maybe 3 portages. Now I'll be on my sled, so not really a portage, but I've heard it's quite rocky, so we'll see when we get there, and hopefully we get on top of some trout. It's only like 0 degrees right now. Extremely mild for this far north, so check back in when I get to the trailhead getting into the lake and go from there. This out. I don't know, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. And I'm just heading down that way there. A little bit of slush, but nothing crazy. Coming up to the trailhead here, so we'll see what's going on there. Just figured I'd do another update here. Mart chopping some stuff out. I mean, there's been a couple guys been in here, but I'll show you what this looks like from the outside looking in. You can barely see that little portage, so we're gonna see if we can get through here. My sleigh's got little pegs off to the left and right side that's holding my actual hitch on, so I'm hoping I'm not gonna bash those right there. I just got to be cognizant to make sure I don't hit those on the trees, because they'll just rip right off. All right, let's see what we can get into. Well, had to stop. A little bit of a slope. Doesn't help that it's covered in trees. A couple of rocks, that's not good for the track, but I'm gonna bomb this up now. I just couldn't get up with that corner here, and going up I just couldn't get right up, even in sport mode. So I'll drag this up, and I think from here on out it might be just a little bit more uphill and then straight down to the lake. So just one step at a time. And the camera fell. Oh well. All right. Okay. Moving forward. You know those trails that you take and you know, you get in and you're like, well, I'm kind of this far in, may as well just keep going. And it just, not to say that trail behind me, there's like, I'm on the lake now. It's a very small lake. Like I can see past this edge and that edge. There's the end of the lake. But yeah, you know, you take those trails. And the only thing I could think about was, yeah, this trail ride in is taking months off the life of my sled, but it's all good. Worked up a little bit of a sweat, layered down a little bit of snow on me, but everything's intact. So I'm gonna go set up a spot and see what's going on down below. And I'm hooked up, just trying to set this rod up with a trying to set the rod up with a white tube. And this guy came, there's like fish all over the screen. Well, not all over the screen right now, but they're coming through. That's for sure. It's definitely a lake, or those head shakes are just wild. Probably not a very big one. Should just loosen my drag just a bit. There's my swivel. Come on. Bubbles. Come on. I think he's all wrapped up. Oh, here he comes. Oh yeah, he wanted that. Just on a little copper Lake Superior. There's a nice trout for you. Nothing too big, but just gonna get him back. I don't know if this lake holds that many big fish, but this is a natural fish. Nothing's clipped off of it, so gorgeous. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. So, little Cleo, piece of sucker meat, or sucker belly, I should say. But he came right in off bottom, just kind of slithered up, and you could tell he was just twirling around the bait. I knew right when I picked that up he was going to be on it, which he was. So I'm just going to drop back down. Haven't even got the second rod set up again, or yet, sorry. And there's another fish cruising bottom right now. Oh. Let's see if he wants it. There's a couple fish on bottom right now. They're just hugging bottom. You can kind of see them come up a little bit, but for the most part they don't want to chase. But it's going for my Cleo. Come on, now he's going for the tube again. And you got a bunch of bait moving through on the left there. Got some bait moving in here. So there's got to be a lake trout cruising through there. I'm going to bring my white tube all the way up through that bait, and you can kind of see them scatter a bit. Just drop all the way down. See if I can entice a bite. And you'll see the lake trout come just in from behind. If there is one, that is. Gosh. I have a fish on. See, I guess if I do that, but he came in 5 feet below the ice. And he's just small. But I just dropped the spoon down. I was just checking to make sure the sucker was still on. There he is. No. Treble hook, no. Not bad. Just a, I don't know, that's probably pushing 23 inches or so. Nothing crazy. She gone. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see what this is. It's pretty small. It actually might just be a small lake trout. I opened up that other window. I don't know really why I had the window behind me on, or open. Oh geez, it's just a little whitefish. That's awesome. Actually, I'm not really sure, that might not even be a whitefish. Definitely looks part of the Cisco whitefish family, but yeah, just on, I'll show you what I was using. Just on a little, where's the screen? There we go. Little buckshot rattle, tip with a minnow head. He was on there. That was pretty awesome. But you couldn't even see, like, that's how small he was compared to those lake trout on the screen. But that was fun. So that's just my other another rod there beside me. Just a buckshot rattle spoon. And I have fish coming in left, right, and center on the screen. Again, I think they're just those little Ciscos, to be honest. I don't think those are lake trout hugging bottom. But the fish that are coming in, that are hitting, are a lot bigger. Obviously, I've only caught 2 lakers so far, but those marks were significantly bigger than that fish I just caught, that little Cisco. Again, I don't know. I don't target whitefish, to be honest. I'm not sure if that was just a juvenile whitefish or a Cisco. I don't know. Whoever knows, whoever's watching this video, let me know. Let me know what that fish was. That was pretty cool. I wish I would have had that on the live scope, but I'll show you. I'll leave him in the hole here. It came up off bottom. Thought it was a laker. Came all the way up to about here and then hit. Now, this isn't a lake trout, though. Again, yeah, pretty sure that's a whitefish. Look at the tiny little mouth on her. So, nice. You know what, though? At least I'm catching fish, and there's another fish down there. You could probably see it. There's a couple, actually. I'm going to try and drop this down right on them. Now, it's good the spoon kind of flutters down. Just doesn't fall straight down, of course, because it's fluttering. So now it's kind of dropping down to the left, but it'll straighten out. Oh gosh, that's cold. So many whitefish hugging bottom. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's been almost 3 hours, but I've only been in one spot, so I'm gonna just slowly get packed up. I gotta go back down that. I'm actually a higher altitude right now than I am the first lake I was on, because you climb that portage that I had to bring my sleigh up by foot. It just goes up and up and up. So I'm gonna get packed up, and I'm gonna cruise around. There's a couple other portages at the end of the lake, and yeah, make my way out of here just before dark. It'll probably just be maybe just dark as I get out, but we'll see. And yeah, I don't know. Not too bad of a lake, but it would be a little bit better with someone else here, make things a little bit easier to move around and whatnot. But till next time. Almost have everything packed up. But here's the lake. I came from that way, and that's the end of the lake. So I could probably walk, depending on depth of snow. I could walk from one end to the other, and maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. 10, 15. Someone's clearly been out here and left a little bit of wood. But there's the setup. And just off this main point. There's this point here, and there's that point right there. Other than that, I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess that point over there too, but so far this is the only spot I've tried. But I'm gonna get the rest of everything packed up and going back